unlike my favorite, something that's not Gorilla Tape, okay? I love my Gorilla Tape. I think if you're a prepper, you have lots of Gorilla duct tape. Here's some timestamps so you can skip around the video if you'd like. All right, guys, so I am putting the plastic on one of my bathroom windows. As you can see, everything's on the ground that I had up here. And we're gonna put the plastic on one of my bathroom windows because I believe that creating that layer of protection is phenomenal. It helps substantially when it comes to keeping the cold air out. And we have a leak that happened. Ta-da! So that's always fun, isn't it? That's always fantastic. Isn't that just fantastic? So yeah, so we're fixing that, you know, and trying to save money anyway again. So now I got the plastic on and I have to use the hairdryer and cut the excess off. It's not perfect. I don't know. Some people want it perfect, no wrinkles. I'm in a rush. And we're done with this one window. So obviously there's still wrinkles left on the left-hand side. I knew that was gonna happen, but I did the best I could. So as you can see, I finished this window. It's all sealed for the winter. Now I did not seal my other window down there because of our stove. So there's just no reason to seal it, just in case we need to you know, get some fresh air in and out. Now for go-to method number 2. Get that bubble wrap, scissors, spray bottle of water, and measuring tape ready. Measure the area that you would like to insulate, and then cut out, according to the measurements, the bubble wrap to fit into place. Spray with water the glass or the window, and then press the bubble wrap against it. And people get perturbed about the bubble wrap. They don't understand that you cannot leave it on for years and years and not expect it to adhere and cause a problem. And it's not going to just come right off. Okay, you're creating a suction when you're putting the water and pressing the bubble wrap in place. So you want to, you know, change this out annually. And if you live in a climate that's going to get extremely hot, I would take it off before that. I use the bubble wrap to keep the cold air from coming in. I don't use the bubble wrap to keep the house cooler and keep the hot air in. Do you know what I mean? So when it's going to be getting really hot and things like that, take it off. Take it off. This is going to lessen the bond that it's created, and it's just going to make it easier for you. But if it does have residue that it left over where it's attaching and pieces are being stuck left behind, that's so simple. You could use your hair dryer, and I use my hair dryer with the bubble wrap even a little bit, just like I do with the Frost King and the other window sealing agents. I do that with them as well. And you could easily just take some soapy water in a spray bottle, okay? Spray it. If your window, make sure like temperature wise, because you don't want it to be a shock to the glass. It's like using Pyrex, right? Moms and grandmas and aunties and all the ladies out there. Your Pyrex can go in the oven and things like that, but you can't have it have this sudden, you know, shock to its system, just like when you're canning, right? So us pressure canners know all about this stuff, but I'm just saying you don't want a shock to its system. So if the window is super duper cold, yes, do not turn on the hot hair dryer and put it right up to the glass. But you can do that, and that will lessen what's stuck there, okay? It will loosen up what has been left, the remnants that are left behind, and then you could easily take a razor blade and it'll come right off. I've had this happen many times. I've been doing this for years. My father started doing this when I was little. That's how I learned about this. This is how I removed the bubble wrap. You can just take it off. You can peel it off, but as you can see, there's some residual that was left behind. I believe it's because we had a little bit of a heat wave this summer. So as you can see, it's stuck to the window. And what I suggest doing is spray the window with some warm soapy water. And then it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just take a razor blade and peel it off and you're good to go. So this time I bought my bubble wrap at Home Depot. It was really affordable. It was under $12. I have purchased it before at Amazon, and I went into my order history, was able to pull it up, and I put it in the link below if you'd like to order it from Amazon. And you can buy it at Walmart. You can buy it at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has it over where they sell office supplies, you know, where their envelopes and things are. You can get it at Lowe's. There's just a lot of places that you can pick up some bubble wrap, and it's really inexpensive and it's super easy to do. I wasn't getting a draft from around the window. Now, if I was trying to cover around the window like I do when I use Frost King and stuff with my other windows that I did, including what I use to insulate my in-wall AC unit, is you want to have something unlike my favorite, something that's not Gorilla Tape, okay? I love my Gorilla Tape. I think if you're a prepper, you have lots of Gorilla duct tape, but that's not what you want to put on your walls. You don't want to put them on your window frames inside your home, because when you go to take it off, it's going to affect your paint, right? It's definitely going to cause some issues there, some peeling. So you want to use some painter's tape. Painter's tape is excellent. You could easily secure it with painter's tape, or you could buy the special double-sided tape that is included in Frost King. So the Frost King that I used comes with 9 individual sheets, okay? It comes with 9 individual sheets, and the double-sided tape, you know, it says to install when the temperatures are above 32 degrees Fahrenheit, because the tape adhesion, you know, could be affected if temperatures are below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Obviously, you want to ensure a clean surface so that it adheres better, right? You'll get a good seal, and then you want to wait a good 10 or 15 minutes before you put the plastic into place. So you want to secure it that way. It's you know, you pull it as much as you can to smooth out the wrinkles, and then you remove the remaining wrinkles with a hair dryer, and you trim the excess film. I can say at the time of making this video, in the Northeast, it's definitely more affordable to buy your bubble wrap than obviously to buy the kits. The only thing is that you want to be able to go to the Dollar Tree, get the cheaper painter's tape, you know, save money with your purchase, you know, and know what you're doing. And as I suggest, using a measuring tape, I think that's really beneficial. You could even pick that up at a dollar store. Okay, you could pick up your whole shebang at the dollar store. Your spray bottle to fill up with water, your bubble wrap, your painter's tape, and your scissors, right? You can get it all right there at the Dollar Tree if you would like to. Now, you can do other things. You can easily find other alternatives. Replacing your own weather sealing and weather stripping on your doors is so easy, and you could even replace the seals on the outside around your doorways and your windows. You just scrape them off with a flathead, and just scrape it on off, and then you just go right around and reseal it all up. You know, I am the sealing queen. I seal everything. I love to seal. I love foam and insulation and all of that stuff. I have it all over the place. I cannot stand when the cold air can get in, and especially knowing how teeny tiny mouses can be. They can sneak on in, and other things like, you know, I don't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, those things, we have to deal with them in the garden and stuff, and I pray all the time about that one, because I don't like them. No can do. Nope. I always say, Jesus, 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 please don't let me see one of those slithery, you know what's. So I'm this, it's not all about just saving and having my house stay cool or my house stay hot. It's also about don't let any of those things in. So I love to caulk it and seal it and insulate it and everything. It is so easy, and I know that a lot of people think that this stuff is intimidating, but it's not. Anybody can do it. It's simple, okay? Very simple. If I can do it, you can do it. So these are very easy things that you can do. Just insulate away. Have fun with it. Stay warm. Save money, prepping mamas, because, let me tell you, I had to fill up my oil tank and it almost brought me to tears. It was 2 times more, a little more than 2 times what it was for me to fill it up this time last year. I tell you, I don't know. I am so happy that I have my wood burning stove, that I have my electric heater, I have a propane heater, and that I do not have to rely strictly on oil, because this is just horrible. That everything is sealed so that it's insulated. It doesn't matter how old it is. You can easily block off the draft, easily. You don't have to worry about spending all kinds of money and rebuilding things. But one big thing you have to think about too is your outlets, okay? Especially in older houses. There's no insulation in the walls. And a lot of houses, you might have just newspaper. In a house I had, one of our houses, that's how it was. Our cottage just has newspaper insulation. And you want to stop the drafts. I mean, when the wind blows, you'll feel it blowing through your outlets, your electrical sockets. You can get the plastic little, I had the box over here, now we don't know where it went, but you get these little plastic child safety that you could buy them at the Dollar Tree. They plug up, the electrical socket so that little ones can't stick their fingers or stick anything in there. Well, they also act as a protective barrier from letting the cold air rush through those areas. They do sell little insulation kits where you could take the housing off and then put this little insulation inside and then screw it back on. I don't bother with that. It's cheaper and easier to just plug it up with the little plastic safety first, little kitty outlet blocker safety feature. So that's just my 2 cents. But yes, please think about how you can save money. Think about doing this. Think about having somebody do it for you. If for some reason physically you can't do it yourself, get your little tushy over to the thrift stores. Get some good old throw blankets, towels, sheets, something that you could roll up and put in front of, the doorways to block out drafts from under your doors. Get yourself good thermal undies and long johns, whatever you call them. Wear some warm socks, keep your hands, your feet, and your head warm, and we could get through this together. So you keep on praying and prepping, and I will see you guys soon. Much love, everybody. God bless you.